What's up, class? How you doing today? I've got some special announcements that you're gonna like, okay? First off, we're at 30 plus contributors to the channel, so shout out to all my loyal contributors, people that have given at all different amounts, different levels, different ways, unique ways. Okay, I'm gonna get into that. I recently got blessed by a gentleman having a conversation together who I will be doing a video for in the future. He noticed that I was talking about getting a big board so that I can do, more in-depth scenarios where I can really put everything into one, where it's real clear, right? We're talking, and he said, "I'm gonna buy you the board, all right, out of Wisconsin area, and I'm in Florida." He said, "Listen, I'll buy you the board, all right? You do a video for me, and trade the board that you have right now." So he's giving me a board, big board, that's going to improve the quality of this channel significantly. And then I'm giving him my board to him so that when he masters the velocity banking strategy, when he gets it, he can teach his people in Wisconsin area. How cool is that? All right, so there's that going on. Let's see. I've been blessed in so many different ways. I've got a really good friend that's making thumbnails for me. As you noticed, the most popular videos are the ones with thumbnails. How cool is that? Got blessed again with a couple that is writing awesome little story descriptions in the YouTube below the video. You guys can read the little stories, and I love it. It's like everything I wanted to say is in that, and they just, I don't know, they read me so well. It's so cool. And let's see, what else? Over 170 forms submitted. We're going places. Let me tell you. Okay, things are going down, and I'm excited. The Lord is working on this channel, whether you like it or not. Okay, He is providing some serious miracles, some serious breakthroughs are going to occur. A lot of people are improving their personal finances, which is amazing. We've got people that are working from the first tier, and they're working their way up, to be able to give at a higher level. The Lord wants us to give bountifully, right? Not grudgingly or out of necessity. He wants us to just give, right? Well, how can we give if our finances are not in order, right? Right? You go to the church and they keep saying tithe, but show me how I can tithe, man. Show me how I can become a kingdom citizen of the one and only kingdom, right? Where I can give, more than just a tenth, right? So yeah, those are all the announcements I have. By the way, if you're brand new, all those are going to be like jargon to you. It doesn't mean anything just yet. Hey, I encourage you to stick around, subscribe, become part of this family, and maybe, start from the beginning and start working your way up in terms of the videos. There's quite a bit of content now, so if you're coming into this blind, if you go back, you watch my story, I got a video called Money Mastery, and it's got my name, and that is the beginning video of this channel. And then everything after that, we're building from it, okay? So, let's talk about my friend in England, all right? So we're doing velocity banking in England, part 2, okay? There's a part 1. If you didn't watch part 1, go watch part 1 so you can get caught up to speed, all right? Because we're on part 2 now, all right? To give you a little idea, to recap on the last video, we basically used a credit card to do velocity banking to acquire a line of credit at a higher balance amount, lower interest rate, so that we can velocitize our mortgages, have 3 mortgages paid off within 10 years, And in that, we create a pension fund, literally lifetime income. And I'm going to explain that part either in this video. I might touch on it a little bit, but I know I'm going to probably create another video because this guy has a total of $807,000 of debt. I can't fit that on this little board, all right? Probably not even on a bigger board, right? Probably still gonna have to break that up. So I really want to go piece by piece by piece, right? And the reason why is of this verse right here that I'm gonna give to you, right? Turn to your Bibles, okay? Book of Proverbs. It says, do not withhold good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of thine hand to do it. Do not say to your neighbor, go, and come again tomorrow, I'll give it to you, when you know you had it right here for them. That's how I want to run this channel. I'm not going to withhold any information that you can apply in your household. I want you to be able to have the power, the confidence, the knowledge and information. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, going into this, for my friend in England, shout out to all my England viewers. I'm planting a seed. All right? All I ask is for a wonderful experience. Take me to England, man. Fly me there. I want to see it. And you got to do 2 tickets. One for me, one for my girlfriend. Love of my life. Okay? That's all I ask. That's my wish. Okay? We have income, 6,020 pounds. Expenses, 5,143. Total debt. Cash flow at the high, 877. But we like to lowball, so I'm working with a cash flow of 650. Just to really, you know, in a sense, be conservative with my numbers here. So we have a line of credit at 9K, unsecured. Now, what's interesting in England is that we initially secured the line of credit with $3,000. So that first $3,000, the interest rate is 4%. From the other video, the credit card was at 8.9% with a 1% transfer fee. So we just cut that interest cost in half by switching to the line of credit, which is really cool. Now, the other $6,000 is calculated at 27%. And what I did was I pretty much broke the cost down. If it's at 4%, he'll pay $120 a year if we were to chunk $3,000 a year. I mean, $3,000, yeah. If we had $3,000 out owed for an entire year, that's how much money you'll pay. Peanuts, $120. $10 a month, 33 cents a day. At the 27% interest rate, take another $3,000 out, $810 for the year, 67 bucks a month, $225 a day. That's still not bad. That's still not bad. Okay? But we're going to be very conservative. Our current mortgage that we're going to wipe out is he's got a $70,000 home, okay, that he is collecting rent on. The mortgage is $349. Now, what's interesting is that he's only paying interest payments on the mortgage. So the ultimate goal is he wants to, if he's got 5 mortgages and they're all just paying interest only, what that means is he's not even paying the principal on those balances. Now, the idea is that these properties are all cash flowing, which is key, which is good. They're all cash flowing. The only downside is 15 years from now, I think, or 10, 15 years from now, if the properties are not paid off in full, he has to give it back, which would what? Eliminate his cash flow. So we don't want to do that. So we're going to apply velocity banking to wipe out 3 mortgages within that 10-year period so that we own the properties outright, and then that whole entire payment, that rent, is now just pure cash flow. Okay. So, $70,000 owed, $349 is the payment, but he's collecting $440 from the rent, so he's cash flowing $100. Our expenses plus cash flow plus the mortgage payment itself, we've got a total of 2,080 pounds going in to the line of credit after I made a $3,000 chunk towards the mortgage. Okay? According to our timeline, we are starting January of 2019. Okay? That's when we're going to pretty much start, make our first chunk. So if we got 3K comes out of the line of credit to pay the mortgage, 2,080 pounds goes back into the line of credit. Expenses come out, 1,440. Cash flow stays in, 650. What's gonna happen is every 4 months or less, that 3K will get zeroed out really quickly. All right? And what's that is going to allow me to do is make another chunk payment of $3,000 and only paying the 4% interest rate. So when you do the math, you figure conservative, every 4 months we make a $3,000 chunk towards the mortgage. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16,000, yes, going towards this mortgage. I mean 3, 6, 9, yeah, 12 grams, sorry. $12,000 is what is going towards the mortgage balance from the line of credit. Okay? Now, what happens on the amortization schedule that I looked at, I want to say, if we started in January 2019, we should be done by 2024. So that's 4 or 5 years, okay? That this particular mortgage will be done, and I'll be cash flowing that whole amount. So my cash flow will go up after it's done. Every single year, what he can do is increase this line of credit. Just go to the bank, give me more money. Or he can negotiate lower interest rate of the whole amount, and then we can make bigger chunks. You figure if he gets a raise at his job, that'll add more ability to do a chunk. Okay? There was this right here, this $100 fee was from January to July. If we make overpayments towards the mortgage, they charge us a $100 fee, which I'm okay with. I'm willing to take that bite because of the amount of principal that I'm knocking down really, really quickly. Another thing that's really good in our favor is that the mortgage interest rate started at 6% over here. But see, after July of 2019, boom, drops down to 3%. So what that means is as I'm making my chunk payments, this $349, the mortgage payment itself will go down a little bit, right? Which will increase my cash flow. And then more of that smaller payment goes towards principal and less towards interest, which should speed up the process even further, where I can probably have this thing paid off by 2023 or right at the beginning of 2024. The very beginning, the very first month, the latest. Done. How awesome is that? Okay. So within 4 to 5 years conservative, we pay off 1 mortgage. In my next video, part 3 to this, I'm gonna display the second mortgage that we tackle, how we pay that off within 4 to 5 years. And then if you're wondering, well, how are we gonna pay off the third mortgage? Tune in and I'll let you know. To give you a little hint, I have equity. I have equity in 2 properties if I paid them off within 10 years. What do you think I'm gonna do with that equity? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So, hope you enjoyed that. Part 2 for my England viewers. I hope you're paying attention. We've got different strategies over there that we can apply that are really cool. We can mess around with the interest rates to help us, benefit us, to increase money, right? We've got ways that we can pull from credit cards to secure lines of credit and triple out the line of credit itself without paying a ton in interest. So we are, you know what I'm saying, we're looking good. So I just want to thank this gentleman again for allowing me to work his numbers and really giving me the opportunity to plant the seed abroad, right? So I hope you guys like that. My name is Denzel. Have yourself a wonderful day and God bless.